This is the last video in our series. We're covering your first 45 days. You have tenants that moved into the property, and what are you going to do with yourself now? We're going to talk about that in this video. My name is Abraham Walker with Ask A Walker, your Northern Virginia real estate agent. You can reach me. My contact information is right here. You're watching a series that we created called DIY Landlord, right? So this series was invented because I help a lot of landlords myself, and sometimes I meet people who do not want to use my services, but I want to make sure that they're represented. So I created this little series for you to watch, and we're at the end of that series called Your First 45 Days, right? So a lot has happened right now up until this point, right? You've marketed a property, you have filled out applications. Well, you've received applications, you processed those applications, you've collected first month's rent, you've signed the lease, you've collected the security deposit, you've done the final walkthrough, the person has moved in. Now what? Well, the first thing we want to do is 5 days after the person moves in, you want to retrieve your final walkthrough paperwork, right? This document is supposed to be turned in 5 days after the individual moves into the property, and you want to retrieve this item, right? Because this item tells you all of the things that maybe is wrong with the property, the current condition of the property, and this is what you're going to use when it's time to secure your security deposit. Not security deposit, but when you need to offset the security deposit due to any damages when the tenant moves out of the property, right? So you're going to get that 5 days after the tenant moves in. We recommend, so remember, this whole series is about doing this like a pro, right? So you're mimicking some of our techniques that we use on the pro side of things, and that you could easily do yourself. What we recommend is a 15-day check-in, right? So a 15-day check-in, what does this mean? The tenant is your customer, believe it or not. So you have a property, they've paid you to stay in this property, and you're servicing this particular customer. And so with the 15-day check-in, you just want to find out if they have any challenges with the property, how's everything going, how are the neighbors treating them. You want to just check in with them. You want to, I guess, create a smooth relationship with this individual, right? Because remember, you're going to be checking in on this property every 90 days for your quarterly check-ins, and also you're going to have service providers that are going to need to provide service to the property, and so you want to make sure you have a very good working relationship with this individual. 15-day check-in, just a quick little call. Hey, how you guys are doing? How's everything working out with the property? Anything I need to explain to you about working the property? Any challenges you're having? Now, before the first lease payment is going to arrive, right? So we like to see this done around day 20. So not necessarily day 20, but 10 days before the rent is due. We want to reconfirm payment instructions, right? So we want to reconfirm the payment instructions. So if you're getting a bank draft, if you're getting a check mailed to a certain address, a P.O. box, if you're doing electronic funds, whatever it is, you want to reconfirm that 10 days before it's time to be paid, right? This is important because you don't want them to use an excuse that they do not know how to pay you or they lost your instructions. Remember, these are customers. This is your customer. You're providing them with service, and you're trying to preemptively think about what challenges they would have before they actually arise. The last thing you're going to do in your 45-day check-in is 5 days after the first lease payment is due. All right, you just want a 5-day check your account. Check your account. You'd be surprised how many of our clients do not check their account that I guess that's that second month, right? Because that first you collect the first month's rent, so you're not really concerned about that first month. But that second month, we have some of our clients just get into the habits of just just doing, living their life, and they just forget to check their account. So I want you to put down in your calendar, right? Put a little calendar reminder on your phone or on your computer, whatever you do, that you're going to do 5 days. You're going to check your account to make sure your money's in the bank. And that's it. We are at the end of our Landlord Corner series. It's called the DIY Landlord. If you think that there's anything else we should add in this your first 45 days, please post it down below. Also, if you like this video, if you like this series, let us know by liking the video, thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the video. We're going to have more series coming out. And let us know in the comment section. If you have any questions, right? If you're a landlord, you have any questions about anything that we covered thus far, you can shoot me an email to abraham@askawalker.com or call or text me 703-539-2053, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.